Good morning, students. Today I have brought chapter Light of class 8 science. First of all, you should all know that the sense of sight is most important sense in the world. As you know that we are able to see all the things in day, but only few things are visible at night, such as moon, which is also possible only with the light of sun, or we can say that it is possible only with light. So it is the light which help us to see things around us in darkness. For seeing things, two things are very important. First is light and second is eyes. For example, if we say that if there is light but eyes are not working properly, we see all dark around us. That is, the things are not visible clearly. Then, if there is no light, again it seems all dark at night. As you know, as you have already studied in previous classes, that light travels in a straight line. The property of light is called rectilinear propagation of light. For example, if you can see here in the diagram that there is a pipe which is very much straight, so light will pass through it. But if you see here, the pipe is tilted as well as has a hump in between, so light will not pass through it. Now there are various types of surfaces like rough, smooth, dull, shiny. The shiny surface also act as a mirror, so we say that mirror is a example of shiny surface. Now there are two laws of reflection. First law is that angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection, and the second is that angle of incidence plus angle of reflection plus normal lie in the same plane. Now we will see when light strikes the mirror, that is when light passes to the mirror, that is called incident ray, changes the direction of which is reflected in the another direction, that is called refracted ray. Now see, if you can see in the diagram, there is light travels from point A, moves to point O, that is actually a mirror part, then strikes mirror and reflects back to point C. And the OB is actually a normal. Now this is denoted by angle of incidence. The light which strikes the mirror is known as incidence light, or we can say that it is denoted by angle of incidence, and the other which comes back from the mirror, that is reflection. So it is known as reflected ray, or we can say reflected light, and is denoted by angle R, that is angle of reflection. Now the two laws, if you can see, is that first law is, as I have already told, that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. One can simplify that angle of incidence is angle of reflection. Second is that angle I, angle R means angle of incidence plus angle of reflection and normal lie in the same plane. How it is possible? See, this is one plane. Now angle of incidence is this, then this is normal, and then this is angle of reflection. Therefore it lies in a same plane. Now next is, what is a ray? Ray of light is a path along which light travels. मतलब कि जहाँ से लाइट है वो जाती है. अब बीम ऑफ लाइट क्या है? नंबर ऑफ रेज, मतलब जो लाइट जहाँ कौन से रास्ते से जा रही है वो कितनी रेज हैं, कितने रास्ते हैं एक तरह से. ठीक है, अब जो हम देखें तो यहाँ पे 3 टाइप्स हैं बीम ऑफ लाइट की. फर्स्ट इज पैरेलल बीम ऑफ लाइट, जिसमें जो लाइंस हैं वो पैरेलल होती हैं, रेज हैं वो पैरेलल होती हैं. ठीक है. डाइवर्जिंग में क्या होता है? एक पॉइंट से स्प्रेड होती है इनटू मैनी. और कन्वर्जिंग बीम ऑफ लाइट में क्या होता है? स्प्रेडेड वाली होती हैं, जो वो सारी एक पॉइंट पे मीट करती हैं. अगेन इफ यू सी पैरेलल आर पैरेलल लाइंस, it spreads into many, diverging, and if it meets at a point, it's called converging beam of light. Now is formation of image by a plane mirror. As you already know that mirror is an opaque object, means that light doesn't pass through it. completely or partially. Image formed on mirror is virtual, which means it is erect and laterally inverted. Laterally inverted is basically a phenomenon of left appearing right and right appearing left on the reflection. This I will show video example. See, first of all, you should know what is real image and virtual image. Real image is one which can be formed only on screen, while virtual is one which is formed on mirror. The real image is always inverted. It is laterally inverted plus erect, right? If we see features of image formed by a plane mirror, we see that it is erect. Same size of the object is shown. Means if in mirror we keep a ball that is small in size, the reflection will also appear in small only. It will not show big or medium size, right? Now is third point is that virtual image is formed which cannot be performed on a screen. Now virtual image is given which is not formed on screen, because on the image that is formed on screen is called real image. Now fourth is that laterally inverted, that is right appears on left and left appears on right. You can see in the example, this is mirror. I have written one. This is the object and this is the mirror image. See M, which is in which direction? Left. Here it is on right. This is the image formed, right? Now, if you have to give definition, you will say that the phenomenon of left appearing right and right appearing left on reflection in a plane mirror is called lateral inversion. Now there are two types of reflection. First is regular reflection and the other is diffused or irregular diffraction. Now when incident rays and reflected rays are parallel in one direction, we call it regular reflection, while when incident rays and reflected rays are in different direction, then we say it is diffused or irregular reflection. As you can see in the diagram, see, these are parallel incident rays, parallel reflected rays, so it is example of regular reflection. While if you see here, these are parallel but these are not, means incident rays are parallel but reflected rays are not parallel and is moving in various directions. So we say that it is an example of diffused or irregular reflection. If we see in the example of regular reflection, we can say it surface mirror, polished surface or sheet of iron. And if we diffused, examples can be brick, cardboard. Right? Now many times question comes that what is the main difference between the regular and diffused reflection? So there are 3 points I have given. First, definition, second with diagram, and the third is examples. Is it clear? Next we will say that there is also possibility of double reflection. It is possible only with the help of periscope, that makes use of at least 2 mirrors. Now what is the difference, that how it double reflection? See, if we say that 2 mirrors are kept at 90-degree angle, we see there are 4 images formed. Then it is mainly used in kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is used which is kept at a 90-degree angle, which has inserted mirrors into 90-degree angle. Now there is one formula to find how many images will be formed. So that is 360 degree upon theta. Theta is actually degree at which mirrors are kept. That is, like I have given example that mirror is kept at 2 mirrors are kept at 90 degree, means suppose this is 1 mirror and this is 1 mirror. These are kept at 90 degree. So now images formed will be 360 upon 90, that is equal to 4. That is 4 number of images will be formed. Now what are the use of plane mirrors? What are the various uses? It is used in looking glass, used by barbers. It is also used for displaying jewelry. It is also useful in making kaleidoscope and periscope. Right? As we have studied earlier that sunlight is considered as a white light, but actually it is, It is a mixture of 7 colors. This can be shown when we pass sunlight through a prism. It's split into 7 colors of rainbow, which is also known as dispersion of light. This process is known as dispersion of light. See, sunlight is there, it is passed through prism, it spreads into 7 colors, which you can learn through this short form, that is Vibgyor: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Now the pattern of this is, it is written like this, but its pattern goes with, it is in reverse order. If we see rainbow, first there is red color, other colors are not visible because it is very much light, and last comes violet, right? Indigo is very rare visible, right? So if we learn it, we learn in this order, but if we have to present it, we present in reverse order, right? So rest of the part we will cover in next video. Thank you, hope you liked it. If you like, please subscribe my channel and share more and more.